What's up guys, this is Eddie, welcome to a new video, Atomic DPS, let's go. So Atomic DPS, basically people don't like it that much because they say they can't do damage with it, and it's somewhat true because the DPS has potential but it's not there. So you have to be maxed out in terms of skill points, in terms of gear, in terms of artifacts to get the most out of Atomic. And it's a burst power, so the damage is not that fast as compared to some other powers in the game, but this is the best loadout I could come up with, and let's get started. So first thing first, I'm wearing 342 CR gear, which is the latest gear from Flashpoint, all elite gear with OP back maxed out and OP face from the last DLC, and still missing a neck and trinket, but yeah, still the maxed out CR. So the might is 100,705 basically, and it's a might based power, and we're gonna be doing might based loadout. You can do precision, but it does not do as great compared to other powers in the game, and we're gonna go with might. So let's look at the gear mods. We're using Blaster Disruptor 5 for weapon, Supercharged New Venom Boost 3 for head socket, Escalating Might for neck, Berserker for back, Penetrating Strike for chest, legs you don't need anything. For hands we're using maximum damage, and for feet we're using dashing combos. So dashing combos is only available for super speed users, so if you're flight and acrobat, you might want to switch to dashing combos for this particular loadout to work. As far as the artifacts are concerned, we are using same old basic DPS artifacts. There will be transformation card, strategist card, solar amplifier, and we are going to be using Grimorium in the loadout as well. So transformation card, you get 20% critical chance and 30% critical magnitude on attacks. Also you get 3% might, 3% precision. Then we have strategist card. Basically this applies the damage over time, and every time you hit a critical hit. So whenever you get a critical hit from transformation card, or in general, you will apply a damage over time from your strategist card. And also you will get 4% might, 4% precision out of it, the DPS stats. And the third one we're going to be using is solar amplifier. You use it with heat vision, which is an iconic power, and what it does is basically when you're popping heat vision, it will amplify your heat vision and it will grant you 10% eye beam damage, and your eye beams overheat and explode, damaging nearby enemies. Basically it's not gonna be a single target power anymore, it's gonna be AoE power which will be applied to the nearby enemies, so you will be doing extra damage. It will also burn enemies near a target. And the fourth one we're going to be using Grimorium. Grimorium is your extra damage from pet. It's a pet power. It also applies PI on your target, which is for Atomic. It's going to be dazed, but since we are not going to be using dazed PI, it's just an extra damage from your pet. So looking at the skill points, weapon, I'm using dual wield, only one in this because we don't need a weapon. This is not a precision loadout. So only one in weapon. In the super speed we're gonna get super speed, only one there. We don't need anything for a single target loadout. Under iconic powers we are using robot sidekick, heat vision, and new venom boost, which is a supercharge. Under stat points we're using superpowered, which means whenever you use your superpower you will get your power back. It gives you 10% extra might, 10% extra power, and 25% power regeneration. Then you get everything in critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and put everything in might and power. And then if you have extra skill points, put that in precision. So this is the skill point allocation. Now let's look at the loadout. So the first one is gonna be heat vision. As I said before, this is your iconic power. It deals damage over time, but if you are using it with solar amplifier, it will not be a single target power anymore. It will do a burst damage to nearby enemies. So first one is that. Number two is neutron bomb. It's basically atomic combo. You have to use tap range, 2 times, 3 times to complete the combo. Now there are so many details, I just don't want to make it difficult for you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do the combo. If you do it 3 times, you can get an aura, and if you have an aura activated, you will do additional damage, right? But so this is the power, tap range, and tap range 3 times. So this is the complete combo. So if you do it again and again, you will get an aura, right? Let's do it quickly just to show you. This is the aura we're talking about, right? So this is the aura you get when you do it 3 times, and you will do more damage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be popping Neutrino Blast instead of doing it 3 times. I will show you in a second. Let's go move on to number 3 power. Number 3 power is basically a finisher. If it do like burst damage, do like 4 to 5 ticks and great damage, and if the target is below 35% health, you deal extra damage. So really helpful. Number 4 is Neutrino Blast. Neutrino Blast is basically a breakout, and it's a group breakout, but since you will be in DPS role and not in tank role, it will only break out yourself, right? And you might heal yourself a little bit as well, but basically it's a breakout. But what else it do? So when you pop number 2, do combo, and after that you pop number 4, you activate your aura instantly. So we need that aura up all the time to do extra damage. So you're gonna start your rotation and you're gonna pop number 4, right? Wait, it's on cooldown. So start the rotation and number 4. So that's up. So you want to keep your aura up all the time. Now, after popping that, you can just keep on doing your rotation, and it will refresh your aura. That's refreshing animation right there. Do the animation, refreshes. So that means your aura will stay up all the time when you're doing the rotation. Now some people use Irradiate. It basically is a damage over time, but it only does like 5 to 6 ticks, and it's not that great damage. This is burst, this is quicker. And also some people like to use Atom Power Assault. This is basically, it increases your weapon attacks and buff your weapon. You can use that, but in my opinion, the thing is, in order to use that, you have to do this, and you do this. Sure, it activates your aura, but the thing is, you're using it to add some extra damage because you'll be clipping your powers in between, right? But that means you'll be wasting your time popping it every time you do your loadout. We don't need that. We only need these first 3 powers to do a good damage. So that is the reason I only use Neutrino Blast, and it works really good. So this is the loadout, and the rotation is gonna be, we're gonna do combo, we're gonna do Neutrino Blast, we're gonna go for Heat Vision, we're gonna do combo, and we're gonna do the finisher. And then back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And make sure you wait for Heat Vision to finish. Do not cancel it out with your jump or weapon attack. You want that burst damage in the end. So this is the loadout. And if you get stunned, if you get counter or something, just pop this and you have a breakout. So now let's take a look at the sparring targets and look at the numbers. So 81,000 there, we hit some criticals, so we got good damage out of it. 81,000 is really good for Atomic, to be honest, compared to other powers as well. And you're not gonna hit 81,000 or 90,000 every time, so keep that in mind. So average is gonna be around 70 to 75,000. But as you can see, we have 60,000s, we have 50,000, and as soon as you hit criticals like 81,000, the damage is gonna go down for the next few seconds, and then it's gonna go back up. So that's how Atomic works. That's how almost every power works. But yeah, 81,000 is not that bad compared to other powers in the game, and you can definitely compete with some other powers. I will show you in the end of the video. I was against fire and electric 342 DPSs. You'll see in a second. So this is it about single target. Let's move out to range AoE. For range AoE, we're gonna be using the same setup basically. Combat rating is same, might is same artifacts, same skill point allocation, and same setup. So the loadout is gonna be similar to the single target loadout. The only thing we're changing is the finisher with beta surge. It works completely same as neutron bomb, tap range, but it's an AoE damage. So that's about it. So same thing you're gonna be doing. You're gonna start with this, you're gonna activate your aura, right? And then you're gonna go for heat vision. You're gonna go with neutron. And then this tap range, tap range. All right, let's just go and check it out on sparring target. Let's go. Okay, so we have 114k damage for range AoE loadout, which is not that bad compared to some other powers. Like some other powers might be doing way more than that. Some powers are doing like 140k, but that's like, you know, it's not that common. For atomic, 114k is not that bad. We are still doing some 100ks, and we are mostly staying above 100k, so average is above 100k. There it is, range AoE loadout for atomic. Let's just move on to the most awesome part of atomic, which is melee DPSing. Let's go. Alright, for melee DPSing we're using same CR. Our might is 99,214. It's less than before, and the reason is we have changed solar amplifier with Grimorium, and since it's not 200 rank, I'm missing 1% might. So make sure your Grimorium is at 200 rank. Everything else is same. The mods are same. Looking at the skill point allocation, same dual wield. But for super speed, we are gonna get Whirling Dervish all the way down here. Make sure you get that. We're gonna be using that as power. It actually works. For iconic powers, Robot Sidekick, New Venom Boost, your supercharge. And we're not gonna get Heat Vision this time. And the stat points, same thing. So looking at the rotation and loadout. Number one is Atomic Splitter. It is your combo power. Instead of tap range, you're gonna be doing tap melee. And instead of using Neutrino Blast, we're gonna be using Electron Flare, which actually works same as Neutrino Blast. It will activate your aura right away after doing one combo. The reason we are using Electron Flare is because it's also a damage over time, and since you will be really close to your adds, you need that damage over time, you know, so extra damage. Number two is Whirling Dervish. It basically spins you like a maniac, and when you press your, when you tap melee, it will do a combo because you will be using dashing combos in your feet. So it says right there, dashing combos, tap melee to perform a dash attack, and this is how it looks like. You do this and you tap melee, it goes forward. You can clip that forward with another power, which is gonna be Gargle Blast. It's basically just a burst power and damages nearby enemy. So your rotation is gonna be something like this. You do combo, you pop your aura, you do this, clip your this, I missed it, but yeah, clip that Whirling Dervish with Gargle Blast and you're good to go. Then go back to one, clip this. So this is it. Use your Robot Sidekick for your pet damage, New Venom Boost for extra damage, increase your damage output, and just keep on cycling. Pop number 4 whenever it's ready, and let's go to sparring target and see the numbers. So there you have it, 142k for melee. There's another 140, there's a 120, there's 118. The thing is, you're always gonna stay up, and this damage is amazing, right? So I'm telling you, use this loadout for meleeing and you are gonna be on top of the board, guaranteed, when you start the raid and melee on adds. You can see it right on the screen. So go in, start the raid with this melee loadout, always melee, and you're gonna be doing massive damage. So this is basically it for Atomic. Before we end, keep one thing in mind: always clip your powers, always clip your weapon for extra damage, and to utilize that blast adopter in your weapon. And also for the base mods, go for full might and power. Also, if you have elite gear, get that extra 1% might, 2% might. Actually type in type B mods, and also buff yourself up. Just buff yourself up with compounds, with compound sorter, with your nitro sorters, and always get your trinkets and henchmen and orbitals ready. Use supplier drops so it can give you some extra boost damage for a short time. Use your supercharges, and this is amazing. It works. So this is basically it. If you have any questions about atomic DPSing or any other power, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys next time.